Hello everybody, my name is Peachy Banjo 8008 and welcome back to another episode of Continents. Now, there hasn't been really too much stuff going on in the server since last time. You can maybe tell there's like a mustache Waluigi guy going on up there. But for the most part, the server has stayed pretty calm since last time, which is good for me because I don't have as much to check up on. I will say, actually, a few days ago, I went around, and this chest has been up for a while, it just keeps getting filled. This is just all the garbage that I keep finding out here in the village. And I'm sure if I were to fly over, like, what is this? Why is that singular piece of wool up here? I've just been kind of cleaning stuff up around here. I've talked to Preston about this. Preston and maybe Milson, I don't remember. But we were talking about having like a neighborhood cleanup day, and I kind of did most of the cleaning, but I'm sure there's a lot of other bigger projects we could tackle, such as like getting lighting all installed like in the ground of the hills as opposed to in just the torches out in the open, and also like removing trees, terraforming stuff that needs to be terraformed, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's what I kind of did a few days ago, and also I've been playing the server quite a bit. Also over here, the ruins I think are gone. Hang on, can I get through here at all? Please let me through, thank you. Yeah, the ruins are just completely gone. Which is, I don't know what's gonna become of this. What's gonna become of this or not. But yeah, I'll see. Anyway, I wanted to start off this episode with some of the things that are going on in the Emerald Empire, actually, because there was kind of like a hiatus from that. The Emerald Empire hasn't been too active, but all of a sudden there's been a whole lot of stuff happening over there, so I wanted to travel over there with you and kind of show you what's been going on over there. And I do have permission to show it from Emeralds, so let's go take a good, nice look at it. So we were here last episode, right, with the arrow and stuff to the Emerald Empire. Okay, first I'm going to show you the sort of thing that I kind of haphazardly threw together. It's not done yet, but I kind of was building this. If you'll come in here and see, this is Phil. Yeah, there's his name tag. This is Phil. And I was kind of just building him a house to live in because right now he doesn't have a real area. I think he will have an office in the main headquarters eventually. This is also an area, by the way, that could do with a bit of cleanup, but just because I'm not the one who primarily works here, I don't know what's garbage and what needs to stay. So we're going to leave this be for now. But also, as you saw in the beginning of the episode, I did a lot of digging over here. Melson and I dug out this entire wall. There's like a stone wall here on this entire side, and we just dug out the whole thing. So Emeralds could build what is going to be the Emerald Empire headquarters, the big tower. He's putting it right here. You can kind of see, here if I fly upwards, you can kind of see the footprint of it all. It's going to go up, it's going straight up. And these, I saw these around. I'm not sure what this is. I think this is just stuff that he has to terraform to. He has to get all the way to those and terraform. But yeah, so we did a lot of digging both here and at the new base area, which we settled down in last episode. That was kind of like the main thing we did. But there's been some actual progress that's been going on over there. So finally, last thing in this intro, let's go over there and look at that. Our base does need to get connected up to this Crimson Wood path eventually, because right now it's just kind of off to the side. It also needs to be slabbed over on the top. But here is the base, and here, I'm going to sleep first, and then we're going to get a good look at this place. So here, let's just take a step back for a moment. So here is the beginnings of our base. And in all honesty, I'm pretty proud with how it's turning out so far. And obviously there's not a lot here. I think that right there, that area underneath the arch and the arch bridge is probably gonna go. I'm probably gonna dig that out eventually. But as it stands right now, I like it. So I'll show you it. So I also had to terraform this entire area. Like if you look down here, this was not originally here at all. So I had to terraform over all that. But you come out of the portal here, and you go across the bridge over to the area, and eventually there's going to be a path that goes down here, which is what this kind of thing is. It'll come down here and go down there, and maybe have some more buildings or whatever down there. But then this is going to be a porch to the eventual house that is going to sit right in this big area. And that's kind of what I wanted to get started today, was the bottom layer of this house. However, I got a lot of mending books, so we should be good on that front for now. Where's my box of wood? There it is. But we also do need to kind of level this whole area out. Hello? Yeah, okay, so here's some of our grass, and it just kind of all needs to be on this level. So I'm going to chop down a few trees, maybe get this all flattened out, and then I'll be right back to you. So I mostly flattened this whole area out with all the dirt that I had. You can kind of see I didn't really get to finish it back there. But now our biggest problem is coming down here results in this unsightly mess. So we're going to have to figure out some way to terraform that eventually. But that is not a problem for today. I'm also kind of curious. If we have like an archway here, then we can go like through that area and out to the sea over here, like a dock area. I think that might be what we end up doing. So just for the sake of it, let's make like so we know where we're going at the very least, because I'm going to forget. Let's make like mark where our path is going to go. So it's going to go through the water. There we go. All right. And then looking at that from above, can you mostly see that? Yeah, okay, you can. So, and then up there. Okay, perfect. Now, I was looking at some inspiration pictures for this build. Let's see if I can pull any of them up. Okay, so here's some of them. This is kind of the style I want to go for at the very least, like this one. If you can see that there. It's a lot of stone is the problem. So maybe we replace those like pillars right there that you kind of see with wood, or like this. I know this is from The Sims, but something like that would be cool. Or even something simpler like this would be sort of what we're going for, with the big arches out in the front. Now, the problem is that we're kind of restricted by what we have going on here. Although, I suppose, okay. So if we wanted to, darn it, I lost my wood box again. There we go. So if we wanted to, it's gonna be kind of difficult just because there's stuff all over here. But we could turn this into like, we could turn that into a thing. And then have like, what's that gap? That's a gap of 4. That's not the best. What about over here? 2, 4, 5. Does that match up? It certainly does not. Okay, we'll do a gap of 2 here. And then, okay, I'm kind of thinking out loud. All right, so that's kind of gonna be what we have to do if we go for that sort of style, which I think I kind of like. And then we have another of the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We have like these two sort of, I don't want to make them like towers, but these two sort of towers here and here. Yeah, the misalignment of these pillars is kind of annoying. Hopefully we can make it work. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so it's an even gap, which means we're never going to be able to satisfyingly bridge that. So I think this is the best it's going to have to go. in all honesty. So I'm trying to sort out some ideas. I'm thinking we have this blackstone sort of layer over just like up here, and then we have a little stairs that go down into like the main area, so to speak, which I think I kind of want to be like that, maybe. And obviously the mansion's going to go back further than just that, but something like that is going to be like our main room, the entryway. But I'm kind of struggling with what to do on these other 4 sides. Yeah, it's kind of a weird build. But nevertheless, let's just kind of map out the rest of this. Because the distinct thing of all the Victorian houses that I'm seeing is that they're kind of compartmentalized into all sorts of smaller, different little sections. How long is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And then we can bring this back and connect that there. So these are going to have to go back a fair bit further. Maybe we have... I'm not sure if I want to have towers in all 4 corners or not, because that's going to be kind of a castle thing. Yeah, we'll just like sort of bump that out a little bit. Here, I'll establish some wood just for consistency's sake, and then I'm really not quite sure. I'm kind of at a loss here, but I do like where this is going. I'm gonna have to. This is gonna be one of those builds I have to think on for a little bit before I actually get big progress done on it. But I think this was probably a fair amount of progress on here for today. So perhaps, mayhaps, let's move on to something else. So, this is the Wall Empire, and it is raining, and I will apologize for that. I know you can't hear them very well anyway. It's just going to be an annoying thing on the screen, and I'm sorry about that. But I've been wanting to look around here for a while, because these are the sworn enemies of the Emerald Empire. Items going here. Oh, this is a super smelter. Okay, they have a lot of advanced stuff. This is kind of the sort of stuff that I'm looking into installing into the Emerald Empire once we get our area sort of cleaned out. I do kind of like the idea. I'm excited for our headquarters to be done. I will say that. So I like the idea of having like just the big sprawling area. I also really like this castle. I think this was something basic who made this during his time on the server, but I do like this castle quite a bit. We have a decent amount of things that we need to install for the Emerald Empire. And one of the big things, actually, that I need to ask about is whether or not the Emerald Empire is also just Emerald's base. Because if it is, I don't want to do too much messing with it. But if it isn't, then I feel like I should be able to come in and, you know, make changes to it as I see fit. Sort of like, obviously not the headquarters. Clean things up and install things for the most part. Because I do want sort of just this kind of big area with all these efficient farms and things. Maybe not farms is the right word. All these efficient things that generally are good to have in a Minecraft world that we just don't currently have. So if we fly back over to the Emerald Empire, and I will talk to Emeralds about this. About a sort of cleaning day kind of thing. So I do want to clean a lot of this up. I do want to make a lot of this look nice. And I am excited about all of this, but the first thing that has to happen is sort of establish a better meeting area for us, which is exactly what Emeralds is working on right now. But if you see all of this, this is all sort of stuff that can... I guess we do have the meeting place right here. This is the Emerald Empire headquarters currently. Down here, there's some secret stuff. Oh, I meant to show you guys. I was also thinking about installing a room behind that map. I don't know what we'd put back there, but I meant to show you guys. We have an emerald keystone that we got from the Emerald Empire. And I asked around and nobody's quite sure exactly what it does. But the important thing is that we have it. It is now a thing that we have, so we can make use of it whenever it comes into use. The last thing I wanted to do today is go into this sort of light bulb thing, which I did a little bit ago, but it's supposed to give you a random idea, and I never ended up doing that idea, I just ended up putting it back. So this is a random idea for something that we're gonna do in the near future. So I'm gonna take a quick look at this, just so we know what we can do, what to do. Fight the Wither in the overworld. That doesn't sound like the greatest idea, honestly. I might have to enlist some help with that. But we'll stow that away. And plan to do that sometime in the near future. We need like an elevator that goes through all of these tents. Because, yeah, I didn't point it out, but there is a third tent now. Which is great and fun. We'll put that right there for the future. Anyways, as I stand here on top of my own head, I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye!